gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna get me with some Slim Shady lyrics? Oh, boy, you think you're real funny, don't you? Boy, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you today.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Auto Buy Center. My name is Chad. Today, I'm going to be talking with you about the 2012 Volkswagen Passat that we have for sale here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get the price right out of the way at the beginning of the video here. The price today on cash would be $3,750. So just under $4,000 for a 2012 Volkswagen Passat. What a beautiful car. It really is. You know, this one's got the black paint on it. It definitely looks like it's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out while driving down the road. I mean, literally, Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor, one of those guys really did a 1-2 punch on this car. And I'm going to show you every single dent, ding, or scratch on it today. But with no further ado, let's take a look and see what is exactly wrong with this car other than the damage, because there's a bunch of damage on this one for sure. And when I seen this car come in a few days ago, I said, man, you know, I'm kind of looking for a car right now to buy from the store here for my family, but I just don't know about this with all this damage on here, right? So you really got to put things into perspective and say, well, here's a 2012 Passat for $3,790. How many miles does it have on it, and how's it drive? So let's go ahead and take a look. Well, here's the headlights. They're definitely cracked up. I mean, bam, ba-bam, bam, ba-bam, bam, bam. The hood is all messed up here. You got the paint chipping off, which means that's going to start rusting here before you know it. It definitely needs some fixing. The grill is broken and cracked right there. Okay, the front bumper's broken and cracked down there. I mean, the whole front of the car, even the actual Volkswagen logo is cracked right in here. So there's some major damage to this car, but we just don't know if the airbags have ever been blown out. Now, on top of the hood, you definitely do have some dents or dings going on right in this area here. But your passenger side fender is looking just fine and dandy, and the passenger headlight is in also great shape. Now let's keep moving through. Let's take a look at the Goodyear tires on here. They're not brand new, and they're not well, they're definitely used, but they got a little, just a itty bitty little bit of tread left. I'd say about 5 centimeters, something like that. You're definitely gonna need to put some new Goodyear tires on here. The tire shine does make them look nice, but definitely doesn't make it look like a brand new tire. You do have the LED lights in the mirror, which are pretty good. The windshield, I can say, doesn't have any major cracks in it, but it definitely did have a rock chip, and you'll see what I'm talking about when we get on the inside over there. You do have the roof, and the roof is okay. There's no major dents up top on the roof that we can see with the human eye right now, and the sunroof seems to be in good shape. The windows are in good shape. This is the passenger side. The paint is definitely clean. Back tires are Kumhos, so you got, well, God have mercy, you got Goodyear's up front and Kumhos in the back, all kinds of different tires. It's almost like Christmas time here. We got 5 stars, which definitely look great, and definitely a little more tread than what we got on the front, but just about the same. Back windows in good shape, though, as you can see, no cracks or anything like that. Taillights do have some condensation on the inside, which I've seen them do this before, okay? The back bumper's looking all right. Keep moving through. This is what we're doing, folks. We're doing a condition report. We're really getting down and dirty today on this Passat and seeing what is the exact deal with this car. Now, it doesn't have dual exhaust, but it does have one exhaust pipe right over there, and the fumes that are coming out the back right now look just fine and normal. Don't be scared of that. It is a little chilly outside right now. Let's go ahead and open this up. Even the Auto Buy Center tag has got some scratches on it, which goes great with the car. Open that up, and this is what you have. Definitely a leaky trunk. I mean, water should not be dripping into that trunk like that. That is going to give you a stinky smell after a good long rainy day. We have the jack here, though. You got your floor mats, which are your all-season rubbers, and the detail guy did not even take the time to clean these off with the hose. Okay, he left all the mold there for us. Let's keep moving through. God, Ray, we're going to have to talk with this guy about that. But there's a spare tire right up underneath there, so that's nice to see. And you got an aftermarket lug opener or leg holder or lug of hair. You got a light bulb back there, but it's already starting to stink in here for sure, okay? So anyways, detail guy, make sure you take the time to actually, you know, put everything back together properly. So when we're showing the car to customers online or in person, it doesn't look like a damn shit bag in the back of the car, okay? Anyways, I'm about tired of this crap, but we're going to get there one way or another. Now here's more damage here on the back corner panel of the car. Whoever bought this at the auction must have had damn bifocals on, because you got a huge dent going on right there. My Lord, this thing's got some dents on it, some dings on it. I try my best to make it look nice on camera, but I'm just going to be straight up and honest with you. We also got water in the back window. Was this in Hurricane Trina or Hurricane Matthew at some point? I just don't know. It's most likely from our detail guy. I've seen him back there. He takes the water hose and just starts spraying the whole inside of the car out with the hose. I said, son, do you not realize there's electronics in the vehicle that may not want to get wet? Oh, I even don't know what you're talking about, man. So anyways, let's keep looking through, though. That door panel definitely is clean. I mean, that is clean. Back seats, wow, they are clean. So, you know, I don't know how the car looked before it came from the auction. It may have been really dirty. I do give my hat off to the detail guy for getting it cleaned up and looking nice and smooth in here. Let's go ahead and take a look there. I mean, would you sit your kids in the back seats back here? Absolutely. This is a nice, clean back seat. So things are starting to get a little better in this review right now as we're moving forward. We don't have any rear air vents for the kids in the back, though, so there's not going to be any cold air or any heat blowing on them on a cold or hot summer day. Volkswagens are known to be the safest cars on the road. Did you know that? That's right. Now here's the inside of the front driver's side. We do got a little bit of dirtiness going on right there. You know, people that own these cars beforehand, you can just tell which people were downright dirty. You know, if you're one of those dirty type of people, please don't come and buy a car from me. I'm not interested in getting dirty with you. The floors were filthy. I mean, look at that. He's done the best he can. I do give him that. We do got power seats, and the power seat is still working. That's still working, and heck, lumbar support is still working. The leather-wrapped steering wheel still feeling good. Got a little rip going on right here on the liner, which is kind of common on most Volkswagens. I've seen that happen before. The AC is not blowing cold, just for your information. This is what we call cool AC. So that's probably going to need a little Freon added in. It could be something else, but I'm going to say Freon right now. Let's turn that down. I do like the screen in here, very sporty. You know, it makes you definitely feel like you got a little more luxurious car with that clock up there. That definitely could use a little more cleaning, though. It's a little dirty. Here is the mileage on the car. My goodness gracious, does it got some miles? 193,859. To be honest with you folks, I have never in my lifetime, and I've filmed over 4,000 vehicles on this YouTube channel, I have never sat inside this body style Volkswagen with that many miles. With that being said, we're going to have to take it out for a test drive, and you know it. So let's go ahead and hop in, and let's take it out for a ride. I'm going to go ahead and get my seatbelt on. As you can tell here, this is a very, very dirty seatbelt. My God. I still don't really understand how someone could get a car so dirty, but we will know by the end of this review here. Before we go on a ride, let's take a look around a little bit. Here's your cup holders. That's not going back all the way. This is definitely looking nice. This opens up here. You got a 12 volt down there. You know, I'm very familiar with Volkswagen, folks. I worked for the Volkswagen store in Charleston for 4 to 5 years. Worked for Volkswagen in Hilton Head, South Carolina for about 3 years. And then I worked for Volkswagen in Jacksonville, Florida for about 8 to 12 months. USB 12 volt down there. So I know Volkswagen. We got a check engine light on right here, which we can get our mechanic back there to see exactly what that is. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, folks, while you're watching this video right now, because I know there's some of y'all watching, because it's, again, a $3,700 car. I am not going to sell you another used vehicle, anybody, without getting it checked out. I will take it to the mechanic in the shop. Everyone is going to have an opportunity to be able to look over a vehicle and make sure it's the right car for them before they get driving home with it, okay? Just like those folks walking in the parking lot there with that salesman there. That salesman's job is to make sure the customer is okay with what he's buying. Now, if they're okay with it and they sign all the paperwork and the as-is and everything like that, then that's up to them. But me as a sales guy, I'm going to make sure you know all about the car before going. If it's got something going on and you still want to buy it, I want you to know all about it. Okay? Anyways, now we're on the highway. Let's go ahead and be quiet for a moment and drive this booger. Feels like it's got a V6 under the hood. Is it going to pull? It's pulling us right over into the next lane. Okay, that's not good. All right, that's interesting. How's the brakes? The brakes feel fine. Pulling here. The steering feels great, though, just so you know. I don't feel any kind of funkiness going on with the steering, but we got to really steer the car. Okay, feeling good so far. You know, I've always loved a Volkswagen. Let's keep on driving. Give a little gas. The engine sounds good and feels good, y'all. The turning radius is working good on the vehicle. Look at that. My goodness, is that doing a 360 or what? Okay, that's great. So that's a good thing, folks. We're going to go ahead and pull it right up here in our legendary parking spot where we do all our car test drives, and we're going to pull right up to here. We're going to pop the hood, and we're going to see what's actually going on under the hood of this vehicle. But as of right now, folks, what I can tell you, other than all the exterior blemishes and things like that, what I will tell you is that the actual motor is driving very nicely. I don't feel anything that's off, okay? Other than that check engine light, that could be an O2 emissions or who knows. The actual drivability of the motor feels good. And I've always been able to trust a Volkswagen. They can get a little pricey working on them in the shop, but we don't have any books and manuals, unfortunately. But it does seem to be okay. Okay, definitely got a receipt in here from somewhere somebody went at to, and okay, just a Hardee's receipt, no big deal. We got your lights up top. We're going to check that. Let's go ahead and check our sunroof. We're going to do this here. This is important now. You understand? It's important to know if that sunroof works. Okay, let's slide it back a little bit farther. There we go. Working good. That's good. Okay, I'll go ahead and close it back. So all that's working great. You got your oh shit handles right above every single windowsill in the vehicle. You got your airbags. You got your lights up top here, very nice, okay? That's working good. That's working good here. Not bad. Not bad. Really not too bad, okay? All right, let's hop out. Let's take a look. We'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and pop the hood on the Volkswagen. Let's see what's actually going on under the hood of this car. Let's see if we can pop it. Well, we definitely are seeing that something is leaking down there. Now, I don't know if that's actually our vehicle. Siri is actually talking to me while my phone is in my pocket. Siri, leave us alone. Okay? Now, I don't know if that's from this car because this is a gas station parking lot and there's lots of nastiness on the ground already. So I'm not going to write that off on this car just yet. But we're going to actually pop the hood and see what's going on under here. My God. It's heavy. That's a heavy hood. Hold on. Okay, so what you can see, I'm going to take this out here. It's dirty. This has obviously been a vehicle that's been parked under some trees. We got a large grasshopper down in there. Okay. Now, the first thing I'm noticing on the 2.5, this is a 4-cylinder engine, non-turbo. It's a naturally aspirated motor. Is I'm noticing that it's dirty under here, okay? You know, so that's no surprise to me after seeing the rest of the car. But this is dirty, okay? I mean, we could write on there, wash me if you wanted, but that's dirty and dusty, old Volkswagen. The detail guy, all he had to do was spray some cleaner right here and just spray this bad boy down and just make it look a little bit nicer for the next customer. And I might do that myself. But we're looking here. We hear a little click. Okay. You want to drive a car for a good 30 minutes, really, so you can see if it's overheating. I'm learning that. But this is an issue here, okay? That's going to let a lot of dust in there. This is just not proper. Okay, we know that that's already probably broken due to the front crash that the car had. I don't think the airbags have been blown out. You know, if it had, it'd probably be a salvage title car. But that's what we got going on under here. Your battery is right there. Battery doesn't look too bad. but it's dusty under here. This is not always what you think it should be. Now, another thing I'm noticing right now is look how dark that oil is, okay? That oil may not have been changed in quite some time. So you got dark oil on the Volkswagen. All right, I got to close this hood down, and we got to hop back in and give you our final synopsis today. All right, everybody, so on a real note for a moment, okay? Now, I've been having a little fun talking and all that, but, you know, realistically here, this car is pretty rough, man. I mean, it is a shiny paint job. It looks nice, and I will tell you, the interior's nice with the leather in here. It definitely could have been better taken care of from whoever owned it previously. I mean, I don't know who can dirty up a car. It's like when I go to touch the seat belts here to put them on, man, they're sticky and just dirty, and there's just a smell inside of here that, you know, of dirtiness. So I don't know who could do that to a car. You know, how could you get your car so dirty like that? It's like almost like the person was living in the woods or something with it. But you know, would I buy the car for $37.50 is really the question. No, I probably couldn't pay $37.50 for this car, even though it's still got that newer body style look about it, and it does drive pretty good. If I wanted the car to be able to look nice again, like an actual, you know, Volkswagen Passat that's not a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, it's going to take some money to get all this stuff fixed. So I would have to offer a little bit less for the vehicle. You know, and I understand, you know, hey, it's $37.50 and the car is, you know, it is what it is for $37.50. But I don't know. I'm going to have to go inside and look it up online, you know, because one minute I'm saying, yeah, I don't know, would I pay that for it? But I guess here's the deal. All right, everybody, I'll spend a little more time. My camera died a minute ago in the car, but as I was talking about the pricing on that Volkswagen Passat, I pulled the car up on kellybluebook.com with 199,000 miles, and according to Kelley Blue Book, fair market range on that car with 199,000 miles is $39.80 to $66.37. Autobuycenter.com, how can we help you? Yes, you can. And so $66.37 is high on the retail, right? Like high retail, and $39.80 is low retail. Ours is at $37.50. I mean, of course, taking into consideration it does have some issues with the outside, with the damage on the outside of the car, but still already under fair market range on Kelley Blue Book. So would I buy the car for $37.50? I'd probably still offer a little bit less, but we'd be pretty close to making a deal around that price range. I think that's not a bad one there for the money. And it's a good driving car. Come see me today at theautobuycenter.com right here in Ravenel, South Carolina. I'd love to sell you a car. We got bunches of them here right now. So please stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe on the channel. We'll see you then.